There is a service provider with the National Disability Insurance Scheme that is offering visits to strip joints. That's right, in their promotional material, they say from the strip club to a doctor's appointment, nothing is off limits.
G'day ladies and gentlemen, the Buttsman here, and that is the most Australian thing that I've ever seen. The National Disability Insurance Scheme, the NDIS, they are providing disabled people with access to strip clubs, and I for one have never been happier or harder. Now, on to the video. In this video, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking at the sickest generation of all, the TikTok generation. They are ill, they are falling apart, and the app very much is to blame. I genuinely believe that social media, particularly TikTok, is a social contagion. It is spreading everywhere and affecting people detrimentally like nothing that we have ever seen before as a species, particularly Gen Z. This is leading to them not only self-diagnosing themselves with problems, but self-medicating as well, labeling themselves as having issues and then living that life. They also now know how to work doctors, making them give them medication that they perhaps don't even actually need. Now, I could be talking about a few conditions here, a few actual medical issues that TikTok, I think, is making worse. Now, you probably think that I'm talking about gender dysphoria, talking about trans people. Well, I'm not. But I do think that that is a very serious issue that TikTok is making worse that we are ignoring. But this isn't about gender. This video right here is about something that I'm hearing so much about, and so many people now apparently have it. This video is about ADHD. Much like autism, it seems everyone now has a claim or has made a claim that they have ADHD. And if you spend any time on TikTok, you'll start to see videos like this. 4 signs you might have ADHD. Okay, let's see what they are. Constantly picking hair, skin, and nails. Focusing on the wrong task. Zoning out of conversations. What did I walk in here for again? Lady, that's what everyone does. If you diagnose yourself with ADHD because of those 4 things, then everyone in the entire population must have this fucking illness, because everyone does that shit. Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten what you were walking into the room for? Of course you fucking have. Everyone has done that. Picking your nails, chewing on your fucking fingernails. Everyone does that shit. People are watching these videos non-stop. Then it gets into your algorithm. Then it's all you watch. All you see is ADHD related content. And what do you think? Well, I must fucking have it. Then you diagnose yourself with it. Now you are one person with ADHD and you start to blame all of your issues on it. Then you try to medicate, you go to the doctors. It is a slippery fucking slope. This is a big issue, ladies and gents, because ADHD is a real medical condition that a lot of people have, but it's not this many people. And this means that there are people out there that think they have it, but they don't. Like this video here, 1.5 million likes. How to know you have ADHD. Oh, okay, interesting. You randomly get zoned out. So does everyone. You're very indecisive. What am I gonna have for dinner? I don't know. I don't know what I want. Oh, I must have ADHD. Ugh. Forget what, everyone fucking does that. I've covered that. This fucking music. Fucking jump off a bridge. Reading a whole page and nothing goes in, so you have to read it again. Okay, once again, everyone. This is not just ADHD, this is just fucking, this is why everyone thinks they have it. Random bursts of energy. It's called being human, idiot. Mate, ADHD is an important diagnosis for a lot of men and women and young boys and young girls who genuinely have an issue, and medication can help a lot of people. I know people who it has really, really helped, but a lot of people won't, and this is probably why I made this video. A lot of people won't get the help they need because there are so many people thinking they have this issue that the entire medical industry, particularly here in Australia, is so full of people trying to get a diagnosis of ADHD because they think they have it because of TikTok, that people who genuinely have the illness, the disease, whatever you want to fucking call it, can't get in to see a psychiatrist or a psychologist Because every fucking man and his dog thinks they have it. 2 years. That's how long the wait is for some people, because every dickhead thinks they fucking have it. You can't all fucking have it. There are hundreds of these videos on TikTok if you just search ADHD of people convincing other people inadvertently that they have this condition. These do not show that you have ADHD, they just show that you're a normal human being. But it is quite common to have ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Or is that ADHD something? Who knows? Wow, look, I just forgot what I was talking about. I must have fucking attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. But why do so many people have it? Well, there is science suggesting that it could be what we are exposed to in utero. It could be as simple as what your mother takes for headaches. A recent meta-analysis jointly analysed data from 6 European birth cohorts representing 73,000 mother-child pairs, and we found that the children exposed to paracetamol, headache tablets, Panadol here in Australia, Tylenol I think in America, before birth were 19% more likely to develop autistic symptoms, and 21% were more likely to develop ADHD symptoms than children who were not exposed. 19 and 21% more likely just from taking simple pain tablets, headache tablets. Now that's why my wife and I, we chose not to do that when she had pretty simple pain when she was giving birth. And there's a lot of different pains that women have when they are pregnant. Now, it might be something as simple as a headache, or it might be rib pain from their bodies fucking expanding because of a giant child growing inside of them. But we chose not to do that because of evidence like this. Now, is that the cause of the rise of ADHD? Who knows? But it's something very interesting, and no one really seems to be talking about it. What's also very strange is how ADHD manifests in both boys and girls. It is very, very different, which does fly in the face of the idea that men and women don't exist. For boys, it's the classic disruptive kid in class. For girls, it's more inattentive. They seem to internalize everything. It's too many tabs open to concentrate on one particular subject. ADHD is very different than people who were just forgetting what they were doing when they walked into a room. It's a physical inability to process information. That's what it is. And what we have is a generation of people who have convinced themselves that they have this illness, which means that they will always put a limit at what they do in life because they'll have something to blame. These are social contagions. They're passed through people's phones. Like a sneeze in an elevator, it goes through every single person there and it'll infect 1 or 2 or 3 people. It won't get everyone, but it'll get some of you. And TikTok and these videos have a lot to answer for. You have a whole generation of people fucking confused. TikTok itself is a dopamine machine. No wonder people are hooked. And they're hooked on whatever's in their algorithm. And that might lead them down a path of white supremacy or gender dysphoria or fucking ADHD. The more you watch, the better you'll feel about yourself because you'll have an answer to life's problems. And this is affecting 13, 14, 15, 16-year-olds, and they're growing up into young adults and taking that information and how their lives have been shaped with them into the world. That's not good. Again, ADHD is a very real condition. I know people who have been diagnosed with it and have benefited from the medication. But for others, it's a learnt condition, it's all in your heads, and I'm sorry, fucking TikTok is to blame. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd love to know what you think about this video, if I'm on the money or if I'm an absolute piece of shit, or if you lost interest halfway through the video and are still waiting for your ADHD diagnosis. Ladies and gentlemen, be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East, but stinks. Tout au revoir. Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching the video. Make sure you hit subscribe and check out isaacbutterfield.com for all my tour dates. Check out the second channel that I do with my wife, Little Buttsman, and the Pokemon channel as well. My wife and I also have a podcast called The Mum and Dad Show. It is on Spotify and YouTube. And ladies and gentlemen, we have videos coming out almost every day on this channel. We'll see you very soon. Bye.